Yeah, so there it is. You just adjust that little wheel down the bottom through there by getting it to turn and click, and make sure that the disc still spins, etc. And like I said, if you've got 3 or 4 or 5 clicks on the handbrake, there's 5 clicks. Bob's your uncle. If you've got a mechanic that you use to service your car, etc., they may adjust your handbrake for you for next to nothing. But if you just rock up somewhere just to get your handbrake adjusted and they've got to go through this, that could cost you anywhere from 50 to 100 bucks, depending on how serious, whether wheels off, discs off, whether they have trouble getting it apart, back together or whatever. So you can save yourself a few bucks. Have a look on YouTube exactly how to do it. Or if you've got one of these models, just do it like I just showed you. Could save you a few bucks. So now it's time for a bit of from above action. We're going to fly down and see just how far down Margaret is, and show you what the valleys and the serenity's like around here. The brakes are all done, handbrake's perfect, excuse me, perfect. And this is what she looks like when she's all packed up. The old drone, the phone clicks into there. The phone goes in there. That's the aerial that talks to the drone. I've got a gimbal cover here. This little gimbal cover is what protects the camera mechanism. The mechanism in there that actually controls the camera up and down, left and right, etc. is called the gimbal. That's the gimbal protector. So I'll take this lacquer band off, fold all the arms out, fold all the blades out, and marry them up through Bluetooth, and make sure the settings are correct and the downloads are correct, and I'm allowed to fly in this area, etc. And from 100 meters up, you can't hear them, so you can go in stealth mode and have a look around, and we'll go down and see what Margaret's up to. Hopefully she's got pockets full of gold. Hopefully more gold teeth. There she is, stealth mode. Margaret's got her phone on you, so I can't show you the full setup of what I've got to do next to get her in the air, but that's what she looks like. She's got, you know, she's got little motors in each side, and it's a very sophisticated little device. And yeah, you've seen it. Look, the footage it gets us is amazing. So we'll go down and have a look, see where Margs is, so I can go down and hopefully find a nugget for myself. Gertie. Psst. Hey. Say, Gertie, coming? Psst. Say, Gertie. Hey. If you don't feel safe, don't do it. The serenity out here is pretty good. I could live here, no problem at all. Our car is up and over the top of that hill. Margs and I just decided to do a little bushwalk, just for fun. Good exercise. Just not quite sure if the camera can pick up the deer. I'm pretty sure it's a mating call. Have a listen to it. Whoa, whoa. Some people coming along the track now won't be able to hear it, but not sure. Won't be able to know until later on if that deer mating call got picked up by the camera. But where we are, there's definitely deer here. Righto, to shut this old girl down, you need to turn it off on here. Always turn this device off first. If it picks up another frequency, it can take off. So it's just a double click. And it shuts off. It's the same here. It's a quick click and then a 2-second hold, and it shuts it all down and disconnected from the satellite. So that's pretty easy. And the footage is all stored on the app, which you need to transfer over to your photos, which is just a simple little thing to do on the phone. So you disconnect the brains. You just put the brain cable back in there, click it back in, shut the aerial. That device is ready for its cover and to go back in the bag. The phone, sometimes I shut Bluetooth off, sometimes I don't, because I run a few devices on Bluetooth, so I normally leave it on. But the gimbal cover, like I explained before, the gimbal is the device that controls the whole camera movement, and this is so that when it's in your bag, nothing can sort of knock it or can't be damaged, because if you damage that, it's worth more than the drone itself. So you wouldn't bother getting it fixed, just buy another drone. But you know, they're a few grand, so you don't want to muck them around. So the gimbal cover just goes back in there and clicks back in, and now that gimbal is protected. So you fold the blades up nice and quick. Yeah, they both fold up a different way. So you put them in, you tuck your blades in. That's how I do it. You don't have to do it exactly like that, but that's how I do it, because in a sec you're going to see why. Get the blades sitting right there in the middle so they can't move around either. And then very carefully, sitting right there in the middle so they can't move around either. And then very carefully, You put your lacquer band over those blades. They don't tell you this in the shop, it's just something that I want to do to protect it and look after it. You can see there the lacquer band goes all the way around, and that's protected, can't hurt it. So that's it. The drone itself goes in that bag, and it goes in a backpack that Margaret and I bought at Kmart the other night. You can take them anywhere. I can charge it in the car, I can charge it in the caravan. The battery here tells me exactly, come closer Mark, the battery here tells me exactly how much life's in it just by pressing it. It's still got 3/4 in it. See the 3 green lights? So it's still 3/4 charge. So that's still got probably 20 to 25 minutes flying time. The device will tell you when it's low on battery, and not only that, if it gets too low, it will automatically just fly back and land wherever it took off from. Unless you change its landing destination, it'll always come back and land where you took off from. So they're a very smart device. These ones that you get off eBay or whatever that are only a few $100s or whatever they are, I've had them, they're rubbish. You will crash them probably the first or second time you fly them. They've got no intelligence in them much at all. This thing here, which if you've been watching the movies, I fly it over the ocean, I fly it out over ships in any condition other than pouring rain. If it's a little bit spitting, you can fly your drone. If it's windy, you can fly your drone. You can't do that off something off eBay, unless you buy the real McCoy DJI, like eBay do supply, but they're the same. They're exactly the same price on eBay as what they are in the shops, and so are all the accessories. It's something that I've found very rare over the years. Normally you go into the shop, you're paying retail, you buy it off eBay and it's quite a bit cheaper. Well, it's not the case with DJI, with the DJI brands of drones. They're the best, and they've got a very good name worldwide. So we brought one and we are very, very happy with it. As you know, we're getting some good footage. Cheers guys.